Welcome everybody to the Selling with Love podcast. This is your host, Jason Marc Campbell, and a story I wanted to share today was about how I put together a program once, which was a 6-week group coaching program. And it was very interesting because I presented this program at the end of one of my free trainings. And so the method was pretty simple, was that I was giving a free training. At the end of it, I wanted to present an offer to this 6-week group coaching program. And I sold 0 at the end of that training. And I was a little disappointed with myself. And I was like, wow, did I mess up the way of selling? Did I do this in a bad way? Did I not put attention in preparing the offer? And I was trying to look into what exactly happened that caused it, that even after doing a free training, I had 0 sales. And I started looking at the way I had prepared the presentation of what I was offering. And it wasn't really done well. It wasn't very clear. And I wondered, well, maybe I could have adjusted this to be a bit more clear on presenting the benefits, explaining what are the results people are going to get going over this 6 weeks of training. And so there was room for improvement there. And then I started thinking, well, have I really developed the curriculum in the correct way? Was it actually something that I was prepared to offer? And the more I started looking at the different elements that could have caused this to be maybe not as effective as it could have been, I realized that the root cause of why this program didn't sell was because I was not convinced that the program was amazing. And I share this story because I have so many people that look at sales and blame sales, such as my sales system isn't good enough, I don't have enough leads, people aren't buying what I'm selling. And we seem to have this fear of sales that comes up in the process. But I've started to dig even deeper, and I've had a confrontation with a lot of the clients I have now saying that perhaps the fear of selling is just an excuse. It's actually a very easy scapegoat, because the real fear might be that people will actually say yes, and what you will deliver will not be good enough. And I've had this sink in with a lot of people, and I wanted to share it here to see if you're having any kind of struggles in sales, you're not getting the results you wanted. Have you taken a step back and think, am I really trying to get people to say yes? And if they do say yes to buying my product and service, am I excited about serving them? Do I know, such as the formula for selling with love says, do I know that what I offer is so much more than what I ask in return? And so sales is an easy one at the beginning of the process to take the blame for why the business isn't going so well. But I want you to take a step back, if you're listening to this right now, to look at the product. What are the ways that you are absolutely excited and so knowing and investing and understanding that what you're giving to people will truly transform them? And if you can take that, refine it, get clear on it. And if you're still not clear, well, as a lot of the episodes I've said in the past, sometimes it's just a question of being in more conversations with people to understand what are their real problems and seeing how you can solve them in the best way possible. But really, build the amazing product that you are so proud of selling. And if you feel that there is still a gap, well, it's either because there's more to be done on the product or there's some self-esteem, self-worth work that has to be done. Now, for those who have been following the show for a long time, have probably had some influence and some connection with Mind Valley, which is a company I worked for a long time for. And this is a big pillar that they teach around personal growth, understanding self-worth. But really, don't look at sales to be the excuse for the lack of success, when oftentimes we need to look at ourselves, so how we can show up fully, be excited about the products we sell, so then the sales become effortless. For me, I never went back to do any kind of 6-week coaching program. Instead, I got very excited about putting together a membership where I get to be along on the journey with the people I support for an entire year as we continuously offer more things that they can learn from, more different pathways where they can make sure to solve problems that exist in their business once and for all. And for that, I become now extremely excited about selling it. And when I have conversations with people, I get them to buy it because I know every time I offer so much more than what I ask in return. So consider this a public service announcement to go back to the drawing board, look at what you're selling. Are you more afraid of people saying no to you, or are you more afraid of people saying yes to you and having to deliver what you offer? And as such, if you see the hesitation is like, oh my God, if they say yes, they might find out that I'm not as prepared as I could be. Well, take this opportunity to get prepared, get some work, understand your client, give it your best, and do it in a way that you're always selling with love.